The Carolina Panthers are standing at a dangerous crossroads right now, and one wrong move could cost us everything this season. There is a massive risk that the front office might throw away our future by making a desperate trade that simply does not make sense. I have been tracking the moves in Charlotte, and the tension is rising because the wrong choice at the draft could set this team back years. We cannot afford to lose valuable assets for a player who might not even be the best fit. Stick around because this situation is moving fast and very risky. Dylan Thieneman is the name everyone is talking about because some experts think the Carolina Panthers must trade up to get him. You see, there is a big debate happening because some analysts want us to move from pick 19 up to pick 14 just to grab this one safety. This young man is rising up the boards very quickly, and that is making people nervous. We are hearing that his value has jumped way up since the scouting combine, and now the pressure is on our team to decide if he is worth the price. The main idea is that we might have to give up extra draft picks to move up 5 spots. This matters right now because draft picks are like gold for a team that only won 8 games last year. If we spend too much to move up, we might lose the chance to fix other parts of the team. Some people think we should be aggressive, but others are worried we are reaching for a player who might still be there later. It is a simple situation of whether we stay put or gamble our future on one single prospect. The team is trying to build a defense that can win now, but giving away picks is always a huge risk. We need to be smart because we are not a top contender yet. This news is breaking hearts and causing arguments in the front office because everyone has a different opinion on his true value. If we move up, we are betting everything on his talent. If we stay, we might miss out. It is a classic football dilemma that has every fan on the edge of their seat. We have to remember that our new leadership does not usually like players who rise too fast in the polls. This safety is definitely a rising star, but is he worth the extra cost? That is the question that is keeping everyone awake at night in Carolina. We need more talent, but we also need to keep our picks to build a full roster. If we trade away our future for one guy, we better be sure he is the next superstar. The risk of failing here is huge because we need every pick we can get to improve this defense. Grant Tillis is the man in charge of these big decisions now. He has a very specific way of looking at the draft. He does not usually like players who rise too fast at the end. He likes value. He likes smart moves. This young prospect from Oregon plays a very aggressive style of football. He is a safety who can hit hard. He can cover a lot of ground. He fits what we need on defense. But the cost to get him is the problem. This defender is good, but he is not the only one. There are other players who are just as good. They will be there later in the draft. He is a riser. He had a great combine. His vertical jump was amazing. That makes teams get excited. It makes them want to trade up. But this young player is still a gamble. We have seen risers fail before. We have seen them go high and do nothing. This young safety has potential. He has speed. He has the size. But he is not head and shoulders above everyone else. There are 5 other players we could take instead. We could take a pass catcher. We could take a lineman. We could stay at 19 and be safe. This young defender might be great, but he might just be a workout star. We have to look at the tape. We have to look at the fit. He would help our secondary. He would bring energy, but we can get that energy elsewhere. We do not need to trade away our future for it. Our general manager knows this. He is a numbers guy. He knows the value of every pick. He knows that trading up is usually a bad deal. He wants to build a winner. He wants to do it the right way. This young prospect is exciting. He is the shiny new toy. But we need a foundation. We need a solid house. One safety does not build a house. We need to focus on the whole group. This young player is just one piece. We cannot act like he is the only piece. That is how teams stay bad. We want to be good. We want to stay good for a long time. That starts with being smart on draft day. We cannot let the hype win. We must let the logic win. This situation matters so much because it will determine if we win more games or continue to struggle at the bottom of the division. If we make a bad trade, it means we have fewer chances to bring in other good players who can help us win. Every single draft pick we own is a chance to find a starter who can make our team better. If we give those picks away, we are making it much harder for ourselves to succeed in the future. This could help them win more games if they make the right choice, but it could also lead to a total disaster if they miss. The risk of failure is very high because we are not in a position to waste any resources. We need to be careful and make sure we are building the team the right way. Simple moves are often the best moves, and staying put allows us to take the best player available. If we get too excited and move up for the wrong person, we will regret it for years. Our fans want to see a winning team, and that starts with making smart decisions on draft day. The consequence of being wrong is that we stay stuck in the same losing cycle we have been in for a while. We need to focus on adding as much talent as possible without overspending. This is a very emotional time for the team because we are so close to being competitive again. We cannot afford to get out over our skis and act like we are one player away from a championship. We are still building, and building takes patience and smart thinking. If we stay calm and keep our picks, we can add multiple players who will help us win on Sundays. This is about the long-term health of our franchise and making sure we do not make a desperate move. The pressure is real, and the stakes could not be any higher for our team right now. We want to see our Panthers back in the playoffs, and that requires making the right call here. If we protect our assets and draft wisely, we will be much better off when the season starts. It is all about making the team stronger one step at a time. Let's look at the two different paths our Panthers can take because the tension is through the roof. If this works and we trade up for a star, our defense could become one of the best in the league overnight. We would have a playmaker in the secondary who can change the game with one interception. But if it fails, we will have spent our entire future on a player who cannot stay on the field. That would be a nightmare scenario for every fan who has waited so long for a winner. Imagine the frustration if we watch other great players get picked while we have no picks left. It is a terrifying thought that could become a reality if we are not careful. If we stay at pick 19 and our target is gone, we might feel like we missed out on a special talent. But if we stay and get a great player anyway, we look like geniuses who saved our picks. The contrast between these two outcomes is huge and very scary. We are walking a very thin line between success and total failure. If we gamble and lose, the fans will be furious with the front office. But if we play it safe and the player we passed on becomes a superstar, we will also be upset. There is no easy answer, and that is why the tension is so thick right now. Every decision feels like it could make or break the next 5 years of Panthers football. We want to believe in our leadership, but we have seen bad moves before. The fear of making another mistake is hanging over the whole city. If we make the right call, we are on our way back to the top. If we make the wrong call, we are right back where we started. The clock is ticking, and the draft is getting closer every single day. We need to be ready for any scenario that happens. Whether we move up or stay put, the impact will be felt for a long time. It is a high-stakes game of poker, and we are playing with our future. The tension is real, and the consequences are even more real for our beloved team. We have to hope for the best but prepare for the worst. At the end of the day, the Carolina Panthers have a massive choice to make that will define our future. We have to decide if one single player is worth the risk of losing our valuable draft picks. It is a simple dilemma of whether we want to be aggressive or stay patient and build the right way. I personally believe we should keep our picks and let the talent come to us at 19. Be honest with me right now, would you trust our team to trade away the future for a rookie safety? It is a tough question because we all want to win, but we have to be smart about it. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments because your opinion matters to this community. Do you think we should move up to pick 14, or should we stay right where we are? This is the most important decision of the year, and I want to know where you stand. If you love the Panthers and want to stay updated on everything happening behind the scenes, please hit that like button right now. It really helps us reach more fans who care about this team just as much as we do. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss a single update. I am here every day giving you the inside scoop on our favorite team. We are all in this together, and I cannot wait to see what happens on draft night. Your support means everything to me, and it keeps this channel going. Let's get the conversation started below and talk about what is best for our Carolina Panthers. Thank you so much for watching and for being the best fans in the NFL. I will see you in the next video with more news.